welcome to another installment of me reading cookie clicker based things from the wiki, and all in all making unoriginal content in the most literal sense. Today we'll be reading out news tickles. That would be the ball with news in the top that changes over time. To begin, it will be based off cookies. I will read how many cookies are necessary to see this one, and then the message it gives. For less than 5 cookies, the message is, you feel like making cookies, but nobody wants to eat your cookies. For 5 cookies, your first batch goes into the trash. The neighborhood raccoon barely touches it. For 50, your family accepts to try some of your cookies. For 100, your cookies are popular around the neighborhood. For 500, people are starting to talk about your cookies. 1,000, your cookies are talked about for miles around. 5,000, your cookies are renowned in the whole town. For 10,000, your cookies bring all the boys to the yard. 50,000, your cookies now have their own website. Excuse me. For 100,000, your cookies are worth a lot of money. For 500,000, your cookies sell very well in distant countries. For 1 million, people come from very far away to get a taste of your cookies. 5 million, kings and queens from all over the world are enjoying your cookies. 10 million, there are now museums dedicated to your cookies. 50 million, a national day has been created in honor of your cookies. For 100 million, your cookies have been named part of the world wonders. 500 million, history books now include a whole chapter about your cookies. 1 billion, your cookies have been placed under government surveillance. 5 million, the whole planet is enjoying your cookies. 10 million, strange creatures from neighboring planets wish to try your cookies. 50 billion, I think I might have said million on the last one, I meant billion. Outer gods from the whole cosmos have awoken to taste your cookies. 100 million, beings from other dimensions lapse into existence just to get a taste of your cookies. 500 billion, your cookies have received sentience. 1 trillion, your cookies the universe is now toned into cookie dough to the molecular level. 5 trillion, your cookies are rewriting the fundamental laws of the universe. Also, 5 trillion, a local news station runs a 10-minute segment about your cookies. Success. You win a cookie. 10 trillion, it's time to stop playing. So that was all the cookie-related runs. They stop existing once you get 10 trillion and 100 billion cookies baked in one ascension. Next is quotes and news reports. Once again, I'll state the requirement and then the messages. For 1 grandma, there's moist cookies from grandma. Real nice grandmas from grandma. Indentured servitude. These are all gonna be for grandma. Come give grandma a kiss. Why don't you visit more? Call me. For 50 grandmas, absolutely disgusting. You make me sick. You disgust me. Realize it begins. It'll all be over soon. You could have stopped it. Now for non-grandma related things. 1 farm. News. Cookie farm suspected of employing undeclared elderly workforce. Cookie farms release harmful chocolate in our rivers, says scientist. Genetically modified chocolate controversy strikes cookie farmers. Free-range farm cookies popular with today's hip youth, says specialist. Farm cookies deemed unfit for vegans, says nutritionist. For having 1 mine, between 2 and 1002, these are just possibilities, miners dead in chocolate mine catastrophe. Between 2 and 1002 again, miners trapped in collapsed chocolate mine. Chocolate mines found to cause earthquakes and sinkholes. Chocolate mine goes awry, floods village in chocolate. Depths of chocolate mine found to house peculiar chocolate beings. Is our planet getting lighter? Experiments examine the results of intensive chocolate mining. For having one factory, cookie factories linked to global warming. Cookie factories involved in chocolate weather controversy. Cookie factories on strike, robotic minions employed to replace workforce. Cookie factories on strike, workers demand to stop being paid in cookies. Factory made cookies linked to obesity, says study. For having one bank, cookie loans on the rise as people can no longer afford them with regular money. Cookies slowly creeping their way up as a competitor to traditional currency. Most bakeries now fitted with ATMs to allow for easy cookie withdrawals and deposits. Cookie economy now strong enough to allow for massive vaults doubling as swimming pools. Tomorrow's wealthiest people will be calculated by their wealth in cookies, predicts specialist. For one temple, explorers bring back ancient artifact from abandoned temple. Archaeologists marvel at the centuries-old. And there is some random text there. Let's see. Is there anything specifically said? No. Let's see. I think there is a list. Yes. Magic, carved, engraved, sculpted, royal, imperial, mummified, ritual, golden, silver, stone, coast, plastic, bone, blood, holy, sacred, sacrificial, electronic, singing, and tap dancing are the options for the first word. And for the second, you have spoon, fork, pizza, washing machine, calculator, hat, piano, napkin, skeleton, gown, dagger, sword, shield, skull, emerald, bathtub, mask, roller skates, little box, big box, cube, sphere, and fungus. Recently discovered chocolate temples now sparking new cookie-related cult. Thousands pray to baker in the sky. Just how extensive is the cookie pantheon? Theologians speculate about possible, and there's some more randoms, god, goddess of newts, penguins. This is a lot. I'm just gonna switch to display mode for a second. Here we go. So here's your list if you really want to look through that. I see idle games in there, clickbait, football girly attempts. There's a lot of good ones in there, but personally, I don't want to read every single one of those. Back to your regularly scheduled image, though. Theists of the world discover new cookie religion. Oh boy, guess we were wrong all along. Cookie heaven allegedly sports elevator instead of stairway. Cookie hell paved with flagstone as good intentions for pole building material. Wizard for having one wizard hell. All it's a lot of animals basically, and then a few other household items and bodily fluids turned into tons of animals. Oh Jesus! Just a second. Anyways, heavy dissent rages between the schools of water, fire, earth, air, lightning, acid, song, battle, peace, pencil, internet, space, time, brain, nature, techno, plant, bug, ice, poison, crab, kitten, dolphin, boat, punch, fault, magic, and what are these? Oh, the exact same. Don't worry. Magic. Get your new charms and courses at the yearly National Spellcrafting Fair. Exclusive prices on runes and spellbooks. Cookie wizards deny involvement in shockingly ugly newborn. Infant is honestly grody looking but natural, says doctors. Any sufficiently crude magic is indistinguishable from technology, claims a now techno-wizard. for having one shipment. New chocolate planet found. Becomes target of cookie trading spaceships. Massive chocolate planet found with 99.8% certified pure dark chocolate core. Space tourism booming as distant planets attract more bold millionaires. Chocolate-based organisms found on distant planets. Ancient baking artifacts on distant planet. Terrifying implications, expert says. For having one alchemy lab. National gold reserves dwindle down as more and more precious metal is turned into cookies. Chocolate jewelry found fashionable. Gold and diamonds just a fad, says specialist. Silver found to be also transmutatable into white chocolate. Defective alchemy lab shut down. Found to convert cookies to useless gold. Alchemy-made cookies shunned by purists. For having one portal. Nation worried as more and more unsettling creatures emerge from dimensional portals. Dimensional portals involved in city-engulfing disaster. Tourism to Cookieville's popular with bold teenagers. Casualty rate as high as 73%. Cookieville's portals suspected to cause fast aging and obsession with baking, says study. Do not set on your portals, says specialist. Your children will become strange and corrupted inside. For having one time machine. Time machines involved in history rewriting scandal. Or are they? Time machines used in unlawful time tourism. Cookies brought back from the past, unfit for human consumption, says historian. Various historical figures inexplicably replaced with talking lumps of dough. I have seen the future, says time machine operator, and I do not wish to go there again. For having one antimatter condenser. First antimatter condenser successfully turned on. Doesn't rip apart reality. Explain to me why we need particle accelerators to bake cookies, asks misguided local woman. Unraveling the fabric of reality just makes these cookies so much tastier, claims scientist. Whole town seemingly swallowed by antimatter-induced black hole. More reliable sources of hometown never really existed. Researchers conclude that what the cookie industry needs, first and foremost, is more magnets. For having one prism. New cookie-producing prisms linked to outbreak in rainbow-related viral videos. Scientists warn against systematically turning light into matter. One day we'll end up with all matter and no light. Cookies now being baked at literal speed of light thanks to our new prismatic contraptions. Can't you sense what the prism's watching us? Rainbow's insane local man. No idea what he's talking about, shrugs cookie magnate / government official. World citizens advised not to worry about frequent atmospheric flashes. For having one chance maker. 1,000,000-to-1 event sees Goody movie reboot turning out better than the original. We have no idea how this happened, says movie execs. Strange statistical anomalies continue as the weather forecast proves accurate and unprecedented 3 days in a row. Neighboring nation somehow elects president with sensible policies and freak accident of random chance. All scratching tickets entered as winners, prompting national economy to crash and, against all odds, recover overnight. Local casino ruined as all gamblers somehow hit a week-long winning streak. We might still be okay, says the owner before being hit by lightning 47 times. Fractal engine, for having one of those. Local man, done with cookie clicker, finds the constant self-references, grating and on the nose. Local man sails around the world to find himself right where he left it. Local guru claims there's a little bit of ourselves in everyone, under the investigation for alleged cannibalism. News writer finds herself daydreaming about her new career, or at least her raise. Polls find idea of the cookies made of cookies acceptable. At least we finally know what's in them, says interviewed citizen. Now, for having 10,000 cookies. There's a lot of randoms and animals in here. Alright. Cookies found to increase lifespan, sensibly increase intelligence, reverse aging, decrease hair loss, prevent arthritis, and cure blindness in lots of animals. Cookies found to make Animal, more docile, more handsome, nicer, less hungry, more pragmatic, tastier. Cookies tested on animal found to have no ill effects. Cookies unexpectedly popular among animal. Unsightly lumps found on animal near cookie facility. They pretty much always look like that, says biologist. New species of animal discovered in distant country. Yep, tastes like cookie, says biologist. I'm all about cookies. I just can't stop eating cookies. I think I seriously need help. I guess I have a cookie problem. I'm not addicted to cookies. That's just speculation by fans with too much free time. My upcoming album contains 2 songs about cookies. I've had dreams about the cookies. Insert cookie thing about celebrity here. Reveals celebrity. Doctors recommend twice daily consumption of fresh cookies. Warn against chocolate chip snorting teen fad. Advise against new cookie-free fad diet. Warn mothers about the dangers of homemade cookies. Cookies go well with roasted animal, says controversial chef. Does your cookies contain animal? Asks PSA warning against counterfeit cookies. Scientists predict imminent cookie-related end of the world becomes joke amongst peers. Man robs bank, buys cookies. What makes cookies taste so right? Probably all the, I guess I swear, they put in them, says anonymous tipper. Man found allergic to cookies. What a weirdo, says family. Foreign politician involved in cookie smuggling scandal. Cookies now more popular than, cough drops, broccoli, smoked herring, cheese, video games, stable jobs, relationships, time travel, cat videos, tango, fashion, television, nuclear warfare, whatever it is we ate before. Politics, oxygen, and lamps, says study. Obesity epidemic strikes nation. Experts blame twerking, that darn rap music, video games, lack of cookies, mysterious ghostly entities, aliens, parents, schools, comic books, cookie snorting fad. Cookie shortage strikes town. People forced to eat cupcakes. Just not the same, concedes Mayo. You gotta admit, all this cookie stuff is a bit ominous, says confused idiot. Movie cancelled from lack of actors. Everybody's at home eating cookies, laments director. Comedian forced to cancel cookie routine due to unrelated indigestion. New cookie-based religion sweeps the nation. Fossil records show cookie-based organisms prevalent during Cambrian explosion, scientists say. Mysterious illegal cookies seized. Taste terrible, says police. Man found dead after ingesting cookie. Investigators favor mafia snitch hypotheses. The universe pretty much loops on itself, suggest researchers. It's cookies all the way down. Minor cookie-related incident turns whole town into ashes. Neighboring cities asked to chip in for reconstruction. Is our media controlled by the cookie industry? This could very well be the case, says crackpot conspiracy theorist. Cookies popular among all age groups, including fetuses, says study. Cookie-flavored popcorn pretty damn popular. We kinda expected that, says scientist. Cereals break all known cereal-related records. Popcorn sales exploded during screening of Grandmother's 2, The Moistening. All cookie restaurant opening downtown. Dishes such as braised cookies, cookie thermidor, and for dessert, crepes. Cookies could be the key to eternal life, infinite riches, eternal youth, eternal beauty, curing bonus, world peace, solving world hunger, ending all wars worldwide, making contact with extraterrestrial life, mind reading, better living, better eating, more interesting TV shows, faster than light travel, quantum baking, chocolatey goodness, and good old thoughtness, says scientists. Ook, says interviewed orangutan. Flavor text not particularly flavorful, or kind of unsavory, study finds. What do golden cookies taste like? Study reveals a flavor somewhere between spearmint and licorice. What do wrath cookies taste like? Study reveals a flavor somewhere between blood sausage and seawater. Whatever your bakery name is, brand cookies. Random, let's see, much less soggy, much tastier, relatively less crappy, marginally less awful, less toxic, possibly more edible, more fashionable, slightly nicer, trendier, arguably healthier, objectively better choice, slightly less terrible, decidedly cookier, and a tad cheaper than competitors, says Consumer Survey. Also the name of bakery, set to be this year's most popular baby name. New popularity survey says name of bakeries the world when it comes to cookies. Major city being renamed name of Bakeryville after world famous cookie manufacturer. Street, school, nursing home, stadium, new fast food chain, new planet, new disease, flesh-eating virus, deadly bacteria, new species of random animal, new law, baby programming language, to be named after name of bakery, the world-famous cookie manufacturer. Don't miss tonight's biopic on name of bakery's irresistible rise to success. Don't miss tonight's interview of name of bakery by Blopra, Blavid Bletterman, Blimmy Blimmel, Blalen Bligenerous, Blimmy Blalen, Blonin Bloblian, Blay Blino, Blonde Blue, Blevin Blowboat, Blobboat, Blolboat, Load of Toxuron of Dimension 7-B19, or name of bakery's own evil clone. I didn't know about that. People all over the internet still scratching their heads over nonsensical reference. Okay, but why an egg? Viral video, Too Many Cookies, could be a grim commentary on our impending crisis our world is about to face, says famous economist. Memes from last year somehow still relevant, deplore experts. Cookie emoji most popular among teenagers, far ahead of judgmental okay hand sign and shifty-looking dark moon, says study. Bolts of suspiciously bald babies on the rise. Reptilian overlords deny involvement. At this point, cookies permeate the economy, says economist. If we start to eat anything else, we're all dead. Pun in headline infuriates town, causes riot, 21 wounded, 5 dead, male still missing. In news, veteran W and all Brocken. Pleasant chapter ASAP. News. New key working fine. Reports gleeful journalist. Cookies now illegal in some backwoods country nobody cares about. Political tensions rising. Will soon, hopefully. Late radio host rambles about pixelated icons. None of the cookies are aligned. Can't anyone else see it? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Nason's cheers, legislators finally outlaw. Cookie criticism, playing other games than Cookie Clicker, pineapple on pizza, lack of cheerfulness, mosquitoes, broccoli, the human spleen, bad weather, clickbait, dabbing, the internet, memes, all millennials. Also, that last one, it's a reference to one of the achievement names from our last video. If you watched through that and you remember that one, I remember that one. It's a good one. Average portion bakes, cookies baked this ascension, divided by 7.3 billion. Cookies a year. Factoid actually just statistical error. Name of bakery who has produced cookies baked this ascension. Cookies in their lifetime is an outlier and should not have been counted. Overgrown cookies found in fishing nets raise questions about hormone baking. Man or woman wakes up from coma. It is not showing what the options for the other ending is, so it's random. I'll just say that. I don't know why. Random chance-based headlines, they are just really rare. They all have about 0.1% chance of happening. You have been chosen. They will come soon. They're coming soon. Maybe you should think twice about opening that door. The end is near. Make preparations. News. Broccoli tops for moms. Last kids. Last for kids. Dad's indifferent. Middle age. A hoax. Declares study. Turns out very bad posture after all. Kitties want answer in possible kitty killer shortage. For Grandma Apocalypse related, when the grand matriarchs are appeased, and also these ones that I'm about to read are all from Grandma. Shrivel, writhe, throb, gnaw. We will rise again. A mere setback. We are not satiated. Too late. And now they are awoken. News. Million of old ladies reported missing. Doctors swarmed by cases of old women with glassy eyes and a foamy mouth. Families around the continent report agitated, transfixed grandmothers. Processions of old ladies sighted around cookie facilities. Nurses report strange scent of cookie dough around elderly patients. When they are displeased, whole continent undergoing max exodus of old ladies. Sightings of old ladies with glowing eyes terrify local population. Towns in disarray as strange old ladies break into homes to steal infants and baking utilities. Retirement homes report female residents slowly congealing in their seats. Old woman freezes in place in streets. Ooze warm, sugary syrup. When they are angered, wrinkled flesh tendrils visible from space. Remains of old ladies found frozen in the middle of growing fleshy structures. Large flesh highways scour continent, stretch between various cookie facilities. All hope lost as writhing mess of flesh and dough engulfs whole city. Nightmare continues as wrinkled acres of flesh expand at alarming speeds. Now, this is for kitten-based upgrades to begin with. There is some later upgrades that I will mention, but for now, let's just say it's the very bottom kitten upgrade to the very top. News. Faint meowing horde around local cookie facilities. Suggests new ingredient being tested. News. Crowds of meowing kittens with little hard hats reported near local cookie facilities. Surroundings of local cookie facilities now overrun with kittens in adorable little suits. Authorities are advised to stay away from the premises. Locals report troops of bossy kittens meowing adorably orders at passerby. News. Local office cubicles invaded with armies of stone-looking kittens asking employees, "What's happening, meow?" Tiny felines show sudden and amazing proficiency with fuzzy mathematics and polynomials, baffling scientists and pet store owners. New kitten college opening next week. Offers course on cookie making and catnip studies. Unemployment rates soar as woefully adorable little cats nab jobs on all levels of expertise, says study. In the future, your job will most likely be done by a cat, predicts suspiciously furry futurologist. Strange kittens with peculiar opinions on martial arts spotted loitering on local beet farms. Nonsensical billboards crop up all over the countryside trying to sell people the cookies they already get for free. Are you spending habits sensibly? For a hefty fee, these analysts will tell you. And for context, that's for kitten analysts. For the heavenly upgrade kitten angels, try to ignore any ghostly felines that may be pouring inside your ears, warn scientists. They'll just lure you into making poor life choices. For having the serendipity upgrade, which I believe is, I think it's natural. I think it's just a normal upgrade, yeah. Local cookie manufacturer becomes luckiest being alive. For the season switcher, seasons are all out of whack. We need to get some whack back into the seasons, says local resident. As for achievement-based messages, for the achievement Just Wrong, which is selling um, one grandma. News. Cookie manufacturer downsizes, sells own grandmother. And these next ones are all from Grandma. It thought we would go away by selling us. How quaint. It tried to get rid of us, the nasty little thing. It has betrayed us, the filthy little thing. I can smell your rotten cookies. For having the achievement base 10. News. Cookie manufacturer completely forgoes common sense. Lets OCD drive building decisions. Yeah, that's probably how most people got it anyways. From scratch. News. Following the tear-jerking riches to rags story about a local cookie manufacturer who decided to give it all up. A world filled with cookies. Known universe now jammed with cookies. No vacancies. For having Dude Sweet, which I think is just for having a few sugar lumps. Foam, whatever. Major sugar smuggling ring dismantled by authorities. Between 3 and 33 tons of sugar lumps seized. Between 2 and 50 suspects apprehended. I wish I could have been involved, but not get caught. That would be great, because sugar lumps are a pain. I'm not going to get sidetracked, though. Authorities warn tourists not to buy bootleg sugar lumps from street peddlers. You think you're getting a sweet deal, but what you're being sold is really just ordinary cocaine, says agent. Pro-diabetes movement protests against sugar shaming. I've eaten nothing but sugar lumps for the past 4 and 14 years, and I'm feeling great, says woman with friable skin. Experts in bitter disagreement over whether sugar consumption turns children sluggish or hyperactive. Fishermen deplore uptone and fish tooth decay as sugar lumps hauling cargo sinks into the ocean. Rare black sugar lump that captivated millions in unprecedented auction revealed to be common toxic fungus. Back in my day, sugar lumps were those little cubes you'd put in your tea, not those fist-sized monstrosities people eat for lunch, Ryan's curmudgeon with failing memory. Sugar lump snacking fad sweeps the nations. Dentists everywhere rejoice. Makes sense. And then for the having the shadow achievement, last chance to see for popping the shiny wrinkle, which is incredibly rare. News. Incredibly rare albino wrinkle on the brink of extinction, poached by cookie-crazed pastry magnate. It's an F. Okay, and these are season-related. They also need at least 1,000 cookies to be obtained in that ascension to appear. Strange, twisting creatures amass around cookie factories. And this is for Halloween, by the way. I'm sorry. Strange, twisting creatures amass around cookie factories, nibble at assembly lines. Ominous, wrinkly monsters take massive bites out of cookie production. This can't be hygienic. Worries worker. Pagan rituals on the rise as children around the world dress up in strange costumes and blackmail homeowners for candy. New Age terrorism strikes suburbs as house finds themselves covered in eggs and toilet paper. Children around the world lost and confused as any and all Halloween treats have been replaced by cookies. For being Christmas, bearded maniac spotted speeding on flying sleigh. Investigation pending. Santa Claus announces new brand of breakfast treats to compete with cookie-flavored cereals. They're horrible, says Santa. Obese, jolly lunatic still on the loose, warns official. Keep your kids safe and board up your chimneys. We mean it. You mean he just gives stuff away for free? Concerned mom asks. Personally, I don't trust him. I don't trust his beard. Sorry. Children shocked as they discover Santa Claus isn't just their dad in a costume after all. I'm reassessing my entire life right now, confides Laura, aged 6. Mysterious festive entity with quantum powers still wreaking havoc with an army of reindeers, officials say. Elves on strike at Toy Factory. We will not be accepting reindeer chow as payment anymore, and stop calling us elves. Elves protest around the nation. Wee little folks in silly little outfits spread mayhem, destruction, rapid reindeer running rampant through streets. Scholars debate regarding the plural of reindeers in the midst of elven war. Elves unrelated to gnomes despite small stature and merry disposition, find scientists. Elves sabotage radioactive frosting factory, turn hundreds blind in vicinity. Who in their right minds would do such a thing? Limits outraged mayor. Drama unfolds at North Pole as rumors crop up around Rudolph's red nose. I may have an addiction or two, admits Reindeer. For it being Valentine's Day, organ-shaped confectionaries being traded in schools all over the world, gruesome practice undergoing investigations. Heart-shaped candies overtaking sweets business, offering competition to cookies empire. It's the economy, Cupid. Love's in the air, according to weather specialists. Face masks now offered in every city to stunt airborne infection. Marrying a cookie deranged practice or glimpse of the future. Boyfriend dumped after offering his lover cookies for Valentine's Day. Reports say they were off-brand. Shrugs ex-girlfriend. For it being Easter, mysterious rabbits found to be egg-laying but warm-blooded, hinting at possible platypus ancestry. Long-eared mammals invade suburbs, spread terror and cookies. Eggs appearing in the most mysterious places. No place is safe, warn experts. Egg-laying rabbits not quite from this dimension, Ward's biologist advises against petting, feeding, or cooking the creatures. Now, Business Day season, which is around April Fool's Day, has its own cookie-based and building-based messages. I did not know how long this would be, by the way, when I first got into it. I thought it would be around the length of the others, but this feels much longer. Anyways, for having 0 cookies, such a grand day to begin a new business. For having 5, you're baking up a storm. 50, you're confident that one day your cookie company will become the greatest on the market. 100, business is picking up. 1,000, you're making sales left and right. 5,000, everyone wants to buy your cookies. 20,000, you're spending most of your days signing contracts. 50,000, you've been elected Business Tycoon of the Year. 500,000, your cookies are a worldwide sensation. Well done, old chap. 1,000,000, your brand has made its way into popular culture, trying to cite your slogans and adults to reminisce them fondly. 5,000,000, business day like any other. It's good to be at the top. 1,000,000,000, you look back at your career. It's been a fascinating journey, building your baking empire from the ground up. For having 1 rolling pin, your rolling pins are rolling and pinning. Production is steady. For having 1 oven, your ovens are diligently baking more and more cookies. Your ovens burn a whole batch. Oh well, still good. For having a kitchen, skulls of cookies come out of your kitchen. Today, new recruits are joining your kitchen. Factory, your factories are producing an unending stream of baked goods. Your factory workers decide to go on strike. It's safety inspection day in your factories. For having a secret recipe, your secret recipes are kept safely inside a giant underground vault. Your chefs are working on new secret recipes. Supermarket, your supermarkets are bustling with happy, hungry customers. Your supermarkets are full of cookie merch. Stock share, it's a new trading day at the stock exchange, and traders can't get enough of your shares. Your stock is doubling in value by the minute. TV show, you just released a new TV show episode. Your cookie-themed TV show is being adapted into a new movie. Theme park, your theme parks are doing well. Puddles of vomit and roller coaster casualties are being swept under the rug. Visitors are stuffing themselves with cookies before riding your roller coaster. You might want to hire more cleanup crew. Cookie coin, Cookie coin is officially the most mined digital currency in the history of mankind. Cookie coin piracy is rampant. Corporate country, your corporate nations just gained a new parliament. You've just annexed a new nation. A new nation joins the grand cookie conglomerate. Your office chair, for having 1,000 cookies by the way, your office chair is really comfortable. Business meetings are such a joy. You spent the whole day signing contracts, filling out forms, touching base with the team, examining exciting new prospects, playing with your desk toys, getting new nameplates done, attending seminars, video conferencing, hiring dynamic young executives, meeting new investors, or playing mini golf in your office. The word of the day is viral, search engine optimization, blogs and websites, social networks, Web 3.0, logistics, leveraging, branding, proactive, synergizing, market research, demographics, pie charts, blogulo, blogalicious, blogastic, authenticity, electronic mail, cellular phones, rap music, cookies, I guess. Profits in the air. If you could get some more cookies baked, that'd be great. So about those TPS reports. And that's the end. And as for if you're interested in the original Cookie Clicker, they're literally the exact same as the first thing, ramped down. You know, everything there is about the same. But that's all. That is all of the news ticker headlines. It's very good, very long. I like that it referenced that one achievement that said how it's off synod. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed my daily upload of Cookie Clicker. I'm so glad we hit that goal on the previous video, so I was allowed to make part 3. Alright, bye now.